So, welcome back, everyone, to more Warsim. So, let's get started as we are getting down to the not too many more ones, not too many, let's see. Yeah, so just 7 years remaining. So, we should be done here in a few weeks. So, anyways, let's see. So, how are we doing with our 6,800 men? Our 6,800 gold, not in savings. 7,700 men, 22 land, public opinion of 83. And so, not having this be my first playthrough, those seem to be decent numbers. Excuse me. So, why don't we go and visit our throne room right away? And we have 47 people is pretty decent size, so let's get through a few of them. A traveling game master visits your court and invites you to play a popular tavern game called Sudden Death. So, no. He nods and leaves. So, next one in. This is by a drunk stick collector who has found a secret stash of treasure in a cave near his home and has brought it to you. You will accept this. Alright, so the next one, we're visited by a local seer who says he can help you with your exploration and discovery for a fee, of course. 50 gold. Let's see. She takes the gold and begins chanting, and the chanting fills the room. It's so loud and focused you feel as though you're in a trance. The seer continues for a while, ultimately deems the time worthless and says the stars are too cloudy for a reading of fate. I am very disappointed to the touch with him. Unfortunately, so wish I could keep him around until stuff. The stars are the cloudiness in the stars goes away. All right. So is that 240 gold or of 40 gold? $20. Alright. So, still don't have a new spy master. Huh. The blacksmith, he says he's a better design for helmets. You regard soldiers and nobles of your kingdom, he offers to sell you the design for 200. Alright, well, first off, let's see our current design. Okay. And look at his better design. I did not hit the right one, but I would assume fate played a part in me misclicking there. So, I was by a village idiot who says he wishes you to bless his pie. I will give a blessing to the pie. Let's see. You give your blessing to the blacksmith kneels down and says, "Oh, thank you very much," before getting up, bowing, and leaving. So, rumors of my kindness spread. And you're visited by an unhappy herbalist who inherited a sum of gold and wishes to share with you a little portion of it. Why are you unhappy? So, you said it was a little portion of it, so apparently you still have money. Most people are pretty happy about that. You're visited by a young boy who says he really wants a coin so he can throw it into a magic well. Alright. He says yay, and rumors of my generosity increase. One more for now, and then we'll go and visit by an eastern beggar who wants to join your army because someone dared him he wouldn't. You may join. That says good, and then leaves to collect his equipment. Alright, so council meeting, everyone. Any new ways to stop demons? We can't fail. We must gain troops from anywhere and everywhere. Artifact known as the Demon Shield. The shield is said to have been made by the Magic Council of cowardly rulers who sought to hide from the demons. They left the other realms to face the demons. The magic shield held the demons away from the kingdom. Okay, that's something that we should know. We can get military support through isolation. Demons are terrified. Okay. And the other sources of money that conquer lands from enemies. I've heard strange beasts in the swamps to the west. So yeah, we're just gonna not worry about that. Trade with minor goblin tribes. It may seem inconsequential, but the income adds up. I wouldn't know. Alright, well, Mr. Diplomat, I put you in charge of talking with the goblin tribes. Alright, end that meeting. And send in the next person. There's about a traveling jester who says he can juggle you for 25 gold. What is your name, Master Jester? My name is Scar the Jiggler. And tell me about yourself. Learned to jungle when a strange traveling entertainer passed through my village. I copied him and now use it myself. Alright. Huh. Just tosses his 3 balls in the air and jiggles them for you. He is quite entertaining. So, you may leave now. Thank you. Sent visit by a young boy who says he has a vision where I gave a shiny coin to him. Far be it from me to stand in the way of visions. Smiles, waves, and leaves. Alright. You're visited by an old man who asks you if you could spare a few coins. Is he a start? Yes, I may. So, and next up, visited by a young boy who's found a coin on the street and wishes to give it to you. You shall accept the coin and thank him. His coin smiles and skips out of court. And is by a sickly looking stable hand who wishes to join your army as his prized chicken was killed by a rebel. You may join. That's it. He says thank you and leaves to collect his equipment. Alright, let's recruiting, hiring units, and some tribals. Let's see. Alright. And is it there? Any ongoing themes with the arena? Let's see. Near the arena, hub of entertainment in your kingdom. Here, warriors come to battle. Locals pay to watch. The arena is owned by a distant member of your family, Sir Valakis, the Unburdened. And the entry fee to watch the fight is 10 gold. However, you are not expected to pay due to your blood relation with the owner. Alright. Don't think you're gonna do it this time, as there's not a tournament going on. Wasn't there a tournament going on? Alright, so I can pay to heavy tournament, but not at the moment. Alright, so we can head to diplomacy. Let's see, 2 savage for diplomacy. So let's see, independent territories. Alright, so again, their lack of civility and savage nature prevents us from conversing with them. Let's see, blood clans. Alright. So with that, we'll exit. And let's see, so I'm thinking we go in and explore a bit. Let's see, so is it the... Let's see, and first off we'll head to the black market, which, is now ours. And visit our precious slums. As you pass slum, see someone chasing a swarm of bugs. The bug beats the bug catcher. Let's see, so attempt to hire 8 men, about 12 gold apiece. Yep, all of those. Alright. And let's see, small hovel on the side of its own. You see a straight line of smoke billowing out from a miniature tower tucked in the building. I don't know if we've been in here before, maybe we have. You're a hunter and are met by a strange-looking man with red eyes. He smiles. There is a strange smell in the hut. In the corner, you notice a pile of prickly leaves being burned in a small pit. So, you, just a humble leaf burner. My name is Erkland. Alright. What do you do in the black market? Born here, die here. What do you do? I go out and collect prickly leaves. I sell a big load of them, and then hibernate with the rest for several weeks, enjoying the smoke, living like a king. Alright, well, you have a good time with it. So, like a good piece of tooth bashing, start your day. Alright. Garbunter, the Depth Walker, lands a punch on his opponent. And another one lands a bone-shedding punch, hard punch, bone-shedding punch. Rev the Robber lands a light punch on his opponent. And dodges and misses. And then he takes a light punch and a hard punch. And they exchange. So, swinging kind of early, but making a little contact for it to take a hard hit. And then Death Walker misses a couple times before landing a hard one. And the robber gets a light punch in. Bone shedding. And again. Alright. Several good hits there by Revan. So. Exchanging blows back and forth. Finally, the fighting is over, the winner being Garbanter, the Deathwalker. I'll see if he wishes to become one of my champions. There's no interest. Alright, exiting here and heading to the Central District. Let's see, ask if anyone's willing to join us. You put 27 peasants joins you. Awesome. And Fighters District. Looking at some swords. There's a sword. There's another sword. Another one. That may have been the first one. Let's see. This is a different one. Alright. That's an interesting one. For you, tell me about the black market. What do you do? Tell me about the Fighters District. Please, but I sell daily weapons, so I'm definitely not helping. I have a daily weapon shop. Big weapon war, there was shortage of material. The dagger shop stole some spears from a spear shop. It smelted to reforged into daggers. It started all, ended up with an all-out battle between all of the shops. The owners of this shop were the last ones standing. Now you can only buy swords here. Strange, I know. Okay. And that Fort Northwatch, 18 soldiers there. So they're recruiting more on their own, which is fine with me. Alright. Okay. And east. Go past our fort there. So it's 39 soldiers. Strange Orcus Fortress that once belonged to Yurik the Oppressor now belongs to you and your men. That is ruled by your insistent General Sandro the Sphinx. Alright. Okay. So what should I do here? I could probably go looking for that magic market. That would probably be a good thing to do. Let's see, let's do a quick glance through other things. Have another fort over here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm feeling. Should look around. And approach the little totem of Zodrok. The totem has a horrible demonic aura around it that rends the nearby sky. Alright, we destroy the little totem of Zodrok, and the demonic presence in the area seems to dissipate. Excellent, look at us be all awesome. To the west. 149. So Magic Theater, wishing well. Let's see. Take a look at the militia watchtower. Have they seen anything? Matter of fact, wolves. Okay. I think we're gonna go east. We're gonna spend one more artifact market. There it is. Find a bustling market selling various artifacts to wealthy merchants, petty bandits, and lords and heroes from across the land. The market is guarded by a small force of elite soldiers. The market is also protected by a strange magical force. You don't know what it is, but you're warned as you enter that even kings have perished trying to seize the market. Alright. This is the main trade quarter. Let's see. Speak to a random passerby. The demon shield is the best artifact I've seen. If you hold it, demons will not touch you or those who follow you. When a demon comes to play, you'll bet I'll be following whoever has that shield. Well, I think we found something here. Let's head over to the tavern for a warm ale, a chilled ale, speak to the bartender, see what they know. Okay, so bartender, a strange elf-like creature who identifies himself as Nugbuk. Let's see. You, like, and who runs the corner? I don't know. I don't know if I want to know. What's about this tavern? Funny little story. When I was a fresh-faced elf, I said I would find a job that would show me the world. I found that a local mage in a small hamlet was going on a long pilgrimage, needed an apprentice. Seemed to be a perfect opportunity, so I joined with the old elf and off we set. Began simple at first, helping him with camps, healing the area ahead as we wandered. So on, after several weeks' adventure, we found ourselves in a cave. I was told this is what we were looking for. My master and I entered the steps. I was confident we'd be okay, as my master was familiar with the cave. He seemed to know every step, drop, hole, even turn in the darkness. Discovered the reason why after he bashed me on the head and knocked me unconscious. When I woke, I was locked in a small hole, a sacrifice for the demon overlord. My master was a demonic cult worshiper. Now, this is where my magnificent story kind of dries up. Nothing amazing happened, but one day after being dragged around his lair and killed ceremonial blades, he threw me back in the hole but forgot to lock the gate on top of it. I fell asleep later that eve. I escaped unrobbed as much as I could carry with me, and when nearing the end, I wet a small land bridge within the cave as hard as I could with the staff to destroy it, leaving him stuck inside the cave. I made off with near settlement, Shepherd View, here where I sold the majority of the stuff and looted from my master. Sold enough to open a tavern, kept the silver staff I stole from him, left on display 15 years ago, and I've been selling ale ever since. So, I wish I could do the markings and curses put upon my skin, but my life is fruitful. I do not fear no master. There are much more powerful things I've seen here than him. Alright, what about this district. Okay. So leave that silver staff. Push a pedestal in the center of the tavern. There's a unique plaque which reads Silver Staff, namesake of a tavern, and a long silver staff. There's a base small ball with 3 spikes on it. There's a tip, has a large candelabra, like piece, also made of silver that holds in it, and strange half moon like at the top. Staff looks as though it has magical properties. Alright, so we will leave there. Okay. Enter the shop, most artifact sands, big bags, golden telescope. Alright, so let's see, stone of Denland, and I don't want to cool Easter roll. And we're at 2 now. Horn of Demon. The demon shield is 400,000. Okay. Demon shield is one of the most powerful artifacts is known. It's one of a kind rumored to have been forged from the skulls of 50 ancient demons said to have crafted have been crafted by dark magic by a powerful king who sought to move permanent protection from demon horde. Then his armies, the let's see, shield was made and enchanted so that any king who held the shield would fight his land people safe from the demons. Let's see, the shield was never used and his alleged power is little more than rumor, but if the rumor is true, then the shield is priceless. Unfortunately, I don't think I can afford the 400k. You need there, so I'll go over to the ancient artifacts. A map of the ancient lands by an ancient scythe of fertility. Let's see. Take a quick peek at the second location here. Okay, so those are much cheaper. And let's see. Adventures quarters is filled with traveling heroes and mercenaries from all over looking to find wealth, fame, and glory. Alright, visit the inn. Let's see. There are many visitors and passing adventurers stop for a drink and a rest. Okay. Enchanted Brawl. But smoke called shooting various warriors, drinking and dancing with a temporary brews of extensive strength before beating each other up. The drinks make their skin tone all kinds of colors. No. Alright. Wiglin Bung Warsim punches his opponent and then lands another punch before Vest of the Summer lands a hard punch in return. And then Wiggum gives a couple of good hits before taking another one. And punch, hard punch. So yeah, he is going to town. Alright. Alright, let's see. Wiggum is getting a whole bunch of hits in. But Vast is not out yet. He's starting to get some hits. Alright. So. Alright. It's just back and forth. Absolutely just punching each other out. One shattering punch. Alright, finally. Winner being Wiggum. Alright. Finishers quarter. Where's the end? Alright, so. You shall move on from there. Anything interesting with the Mage's Quarter? A library. We'll visit that. Some demons, some goblins. Really, very keen. Fair Oakish Maiden. Alright, let's start by Tale of Demons. Was over when the demons came by. They looked at what they wanted, and I left not alive. The kings and great rulers of other lands were sure gone. And, yep. Alright. So, I apparently have just hit a wall, and it's kind of hard to keep my eyes open. So, try to keep this not terribly long, but don't want to miss a bunch of stuff. Let's see. All the demons came out, they took what they wanted and left none alive. The kings, great rulers, and others were gone, and a great shroud of darkness. Later, this is shown. The great heroes were many, but they not few. Great in the market had fallen like dew as demons came and poured to great to the gates. The realm the living was sorry state. Alright. 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 Let's see. We'll leave there, and you have one more chance to explore. Northern Lands is kind of getting a little back. Alright. Thick Blood Tavern, we'll do a quick look there. Grab an ale, talk to bartender, hire some bandits. Yep. Alright. hire bandits, then hire the 73. Alright, there we go. Speak to a random patron. It is still in the far north, which uses 70 undead. It's not even a rumor, I know it to be true. Alright. So let's talk with the bartender. With birth, the unyielding as what you once promised final ale from the north. So, what's the history of this tavern? I think the tavern has existed long since the time of the Great North clans. It was the seat of old Great Clan Thickblood, one of the mightiest clans known for their brutality and aggression. The clan fell to the passage of time, but let's see. The seats of the clan Thickblood remains in and stood strong. So held in order of a sworn descendant of the Thickbloods. By the time it becomes something of a waypoint for travelers through the Northlands, many brewers stopped and sought opportunity. Ancient seat and so. Alright, so move there. Alright, and let's see, so from here we are going to go back to our throne room and try to finish up as many of these as possible. Visited by a young boy who says, "Give me a coin, please," since you said please. Yes. He grins and heads out. Next up, you're visited by a fellow tavern goer who claims one of your soldiers borrowed some money and lied before he could pay it back. You must cover his debt. Technically, this is between you and him, but as I need him working on the mill bright and early, I will take care of this for now. Alright. So, next up is a young boy who enters throne room with a sharp stick. It points at you and says, "Alright, give me gold coin your leader, or your leader gets it. You shall get nothing." Everybody says, "Okay, goodbye, Mr. Leader." So, next up, you're visited by a young boy who says, "Give me a gold coin, please." You tip these, so you can say that. Alright, next up, visited by a traveling bard. He asks to show you the singing ways of the Orcish. Alright. Alright. But, come on. Sit up straight. Stop falling asleep. Or whatnot. With the worst musician, I shall play you a little song. Now, what is your name, Sir Bard? So, Lupzenku. Alright, and where do you hail from? We're a guild. I play what I can, but mainly to folks such as yourself. I shall listen to your song. How's it, please? Alright, so that was a great performance. So, you may leave. Alright, next up. Alright, we're doing this. We're getting through it. You and me together, people. This is visited by a woodsmith who is joining a group of penniless monks and wishes to give you all that he has. We shall accept that. Alright. And next up, let's see, you're visited by a traveling bard who asks to show you the old clicking ways. He's a beginner, but he shall play a song. What is your name, Sir Bard? It is Grick. So it's like click. So that's a good name for you. Good profession for you. To be honest, I question myself sometimes about your careers. I'm a finger clicker. I mean, really, then again, you're a king, aren't you? I guess I'm doing something right. I shall listen to your song. Let's see if it prepares to play. Alright. That was acceptable. And you may leave. Next up, guys looking for a man accused of smuggling. Ask him, I don't work for the bandits, but I do not abide the laws of Aslona either. And that's guard for statement. Guard for you, I don't know. I know he's guilty in my heart of hearts. Alright. So, to the dungeon with him. Man, that's a small side. Looks the floor. Well, maybe this way right here, you will gain some respect for the people who can put you to prison. So, next up, you're visited by a guildsman who claims there shows about some gold and then pay over. Alright. I'll pay the gold. Alright, and next visitor. Farmer who wishes to complain my king and me notice right to join your army to fight along. I did not join your army to fight alongside goblins. Oh, they're here, so. We are visited by a local hunter who says you're doing an amazing job. Thank you. Smiles and bows for. Blessed is the name of Corporal the Beast Tamer. Thank you. Alright. Next visitor is my wise man who says he has some advice to share. I shall listen to your advice. Heard the great archers to the west, who make their home among the thick forest. Alright. That's good. You may go now. Alright, next up. Visited by one armed craftsman who brought a fragment of your Titan skull that had been the family heirloom of his for generations. Alright. And visited by one armed craftsman brought a fragment of Titan skull. Alright. We shall accept that. And there's somebody, and keep going. Good. We're gonna finish this up. You're visited by a wise man who says he has some advice. Sure, I'll pay it. You pay him with 12 gold. For your trade post, the more gold you stand to make from a trade deal. Alright. It was good. More or less what I was expecting. I like you. I cannot believe it. Our ruler's kind one. We are lucky. Alright. Alright. Traveling Bard asks you to show old clicking ways. He is a novice. What is your name? His name is Uthvan. And where are your origins? My father did his father before me long. Yes, music is in the blood. Alright. We shall listen to your song. Alright. Alright, so your performance, and you may leave. Next up, raised by traveling bard as you place a little some of these goblin drums. What's your name? Snug Kegs. Alright. So origins, guild member, but keep myself pretty independent. Alright. Most independent. Alright, listen to the song. It is a lengthy song. Alright. Great performance. And we leave. Alright. Garbage for a man accused of killing a group of peasants. How do you say this? Please, don't do this. Alright, your bodyguard refers you. We may have witnessed the crime. Alright, so do we execute him? No, we'll throw him in the dungeon for now. Maybe he'll become part of our arrow catching squad. Please, I beg you. Alright. Next visitor. Raised by a northern peasant man who wants to join your army because you told him to. You are allowed. Alright. And. I raised by a farmer who claims his cow was killed by wolves. Alright. Here's some more questions. Okay, I hate it when they do that because I feel like you got something past me. Alright. There's a young boy who asks you for a single coin. You didn't even say please. Alright, next up. This is about traveling bard asks you to whistle an old gnomish tune. What is your name? Wizard reveals his name to be Baxi. And your origins. I was once a commoner, though I suppose I still am. I travel making music instead. So, you should listen to your song. Right. Alright, it was pretty good performance. And you may leave my court. Ex-visitor, young boy who found a coin on the street must give it. You should accept it. Thank you. Next up, you're visited by an armed man who wishes to fight for you because he wishes to make right the wrongs of his life. You are allowed to enlist. Alright, and Let's see, you're visited by an armed man who begs permission to enlist the mighty army of Aslona. You're allowed to do so. Thank you. He goes collect his stuff. And let's see, you're visited by an old man who is collecting money for his village after their crops failed. So you should give him some. Yes. With a bald fist and a big grin, he leaves the court. Alright. And down to the last couple. This is by a young boy who says he saw a vision. Far be it for me to, stand against a visionary. So, there's your coin, kid. And let's see, you're visited by a traveling bard. This is his tune. Alright, Jinky. Where are you from? I have no story to tell, I'm afraid. Not that interesting. So, I'll give a paid performance. Alright. That was a pretty good one. But yeah, usually we don't need to pay for another one. There's a young boy who asks you for a single coin. So, let's see these. Visited by a morbidly obese stick collector who has found a secret stash of treasure. We shall accept that. And by a famous knight, my king, I wish to travel the land, commit good deeds in your name. You are allowed to quest. Definitely calls for love ale. Alright. You're visited by a hunter who claims one of your soldiers threatened to burn his village down. Alright. Yeah, you're going to go away. Alright. There's a knight who says he has heard good things about you and wants to pay respect to you in person. Alright. Alright. So, ask him of his adventures, rescue damsel from a temple of cultists in the south. Troubling time indeed. You could use men like you, we wish to join our ranks. Alright. Alright. And the last lone person here, you're visited by a young disgraced knight who must honor you with a good deed. Alright. So, with that, we're going to leave our exit room and let's see. We shall end the current year and we attack number 4. Let's see. Alright. So we're going to invade. So, Eric. And I will choose myself. Yeah, peasants don't really need anything. Soldiers. I don't think we need that. How many knights? I like a knight leading it. Bandits, 367. So Goblin Tribals, 1274. Tribal Berserkers, 1856. So we'll send them. them. Register, the blue. No. 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 And I shouldn't need that. Alright. Vision is my tactic. Yep, I know. Alright, you arrive at Eric's territory and prepare battle. It will soon take place. You spot a strange cavern. Bullets. Ooh, losing the knight is a big hit. And then just a couple of tribals. My 8 to their 139. Alright. So, let's see, 548 in rent. Caravans for the wagon men. Eastern trading post for the small haven. Evil Scion Free City. And the Oaken Chieftain. Listed 99 soldiers. 2 goblins joined. 3 peasants from the Black Market Slum joined. Since 1900. Golden Reef profits that are split. Alright. Air profits, tributes. Get some 2 new soldiers from there, 3 from there. Interest, gambling law, general tax. Let's see. Pillaging some golds. Alright. Alright, you pay. Alright, so I spent 10,000, I gained 20,000. Alright, well, I guess that general tax, 11, almost 1,200, or 12,000, I should say, definitely was a benefit. Alright, King of Eric, that's it. 684 for their 4 lands. You sent 4 evil scions. 63 tribute from that one. Alright. Let's see, some tribute. And some forester recluse and some tribute. Oh boy. Headhunter. Okay, so I need to do this sometime when I'm a little more awake. Either that or caffeine. Alright, anyway, so that I think is where we're going to end it today. We are going to save our game. It is still first. Alright. And with that, thank you guys for sticking with it, even though I was dozing off here and there. So, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully a little more awake. Bye.